Sends them on their way. A real tough test for Bill Piddock nearest the camera. Having a little bit of a problem down the course with the 100-kilogram ball. Then they've got to sprint all the way back for the Maltese cross and then drag the sled down the course. The combined weight is about 300 kilograms. Well, one thing these guys don't like doing is running. And Ravensburg-Marnis is way out in front at the moment. On the far side, Laszlo Fekete, the oldest man in the competition, over 40 years old, but he's going well. Bergmanis has showed us over many years of competition. He's very fit, but he's having problems getting that sled started, and Bill Piddock has caught up. Andreas Hoffmann of Germany lagging way behind the rest, and they're all in a line. Bergmanis marginally in the lead. Bill Piddock is only about a metre behind this fella, just inside him, Whit Baskin of the United States. And Bill is having problems. He's had to go back and load the Maltese cross. Back on the sledge, Fekete on the far side has fallen. Now, come on, Bill, you've got a lot of work to do. The clock is ticking down, only 5 seconds to go before the whistle. And I think Whit Baskin is just in the lead. Venenberg is close, and Fekete...
I trained really hard for this event. I was kind of a little disappointed I dropped the ball, but I wasn't too worried. I knew I could make it up against these old guys.
So victory for the new kid on the block, Whit Baskin.
So Venenberg, the man to beat. A fantastic time by him, 40.56. And quite frankly, I'd be amazed if Whit Baskin could do it. He's under 6 feet tall. He only just weighs about 20 stones.
Come on, Whit, go!
And away we go. It was a great victory by him in the first event, just by a whisker. He beat Venenberg by 14 centimetres in the carry and drag. And that is the smallest of margins, but he's going well. He's very compact. There's not an ounce of fat on this fella, that's for sure. That 20 stones is made up of solid muscle. And Baskin is really going for it. A second victory in a row would be remarkable for this young fella. 5 meters left. Is he going to go under 40 seconds? He's done it. 38.81. That is incredible by Whit Baskin. Maximum points again. He doesn't know what the time is. He will soon, and it means another 6 points.
Have you been putting a fast one here? Because you said before that you didn't want to do that event.
Yeah, I really didn't. I don't know how I pulled that one off. Just lucky, I guess.
Well, Baskin is clearly the man to beat. Venenberg snapping at his heels.
Well, I wonder what Whit Baskin thinks. He's never actually done this event before. Berend Venenberg has, and he's a pretty good stone lifter. But what an incredible performance by Laszlo Fekete. 45.08, and Baskin, well, being under 6 feet tall, that first stone is a problem. Now watch out. He's trying to head it up there at the moment. That's not a very good idea. Meanwhile, Venenberg has got 2 up. The Dutchman is absolutely flying, and that could be bad news for Bill Piddock. Piddock got 4 stones up in 53 seconds. Well, I don't think Whit Baskin's going to make it 3 victories in a row. That is Venenberg. He moves ahead of Bill Piddock. Now, can he do the big one? Baskin, meanwhile, struggling to get the 3rd stone up, 125 kilos. But look at that. Compared to that massive 165, it pales into insignificance. Huge effort from Berend Venenberg, but I think he's given up. He'll have to settle for 4 stones with a very fast time. And that will be good enough for 2nd place at the moment behind Fekete. Only about 8 seconds to go for Whit Baskin. Otherwise, it's just a single point for the American. That is it. Well, he's got 2 victories so far, 2 magnificent victories, but this one, a huge effort for Whit Baskin.
Are you happy with the way you're feeling?
I was expecting to do better than I did. I kind of heaved the first one up there. Thought I had enough lift on it to get it on, and apparently misjudged it and it came back down right on top of my head. And then when it takes that long to get the first one on, I knew the rest were going to be tough just because it takes so much out of you.
So Fekete, the only man to lift all...
At what point did you think strongman is what I ought to be thinking in terms of?
Won teenage nationals in powerlifting a couple years back, and I'd been watching on TV and thought that looks fun, thought I could do what those guys do, so that's decided I'd give it a try.
And how much more do you need to bulk up to be a serious contender, do you think?
Probably another 10 pounds, really not a lot. You look at the top guys now, Yuko Ahola is really not that heavy, maybe 125 kilos, 275 or so. So I really don't need that much more size. It's just a lot of technique and practicing the events, and a lot of it's just experience.
Do you look 10 years down the line and think, I could be really good?
Sometimes I do. The key is staying injury-free, though, and that's hard to do. But if I can go without any injuries, I think I can be pretty good down the road.
As being fun, I'm not sure you feel the same way after this one.
Bolts out. Take the third.
Here we go. 170 kilos in each arm. Like the old medieval torture on the rack. And Whit Baskin just looking at his left hand. Is the grip good enough? He's already scarred from lifting those Atlas stones. Tremendous performance by the American so far. He's in second place overall behind Beren Venenberg. 25 seconds, the American going well. Sitting into it. That's obviously helping him. He's over 33 seconds, 33.20. The first time he's ever done this event too. Good effort.
It sure does. Venenberg with...
trying to psych each other out. Easily by Whit Baskin, Fekete just behind him, and the clock starts. The target 52.56, and I suppose what we're looking at here is a real battle for this second qualifying place. Venenberg is pretty much in the final already. He's got a good lead over the rest, but the second place is between Laszlo Fekete and Whit Baskin at the moment. So there's everything to go for in this penultimate event. The American solid, and if possible, Whit Baskin has to put as much space between himself and Fekete as possible. Fekete trying to block everything out. That's Whit Baskin. The contrast in their expressions is incredible. They're way past what Andreas Hoffman did, and Fekete goes down. That was very sudden, and Baskin is hanging on. In the lead, the American. His brother is in the audience shouting out the time to him. This is phenomenal, 75 seconds. Way in the lead, and still two very good competitors to go, of course. Beren Venenberg, the overall leader, and the Olympic weightlifter Raymonsberg Marnis. And if those two could go ahead of Fekete as well, Whit Baskin may be safe in the final. His brother saying, keep going. This is getting ridiculous. I've never seen anybody approaching 2 minutes. We had it in Nevada a few years ago, and the best time there was about 90 seconds. We're over 100 now, approaching 2 minutes. Phenomenal, that's all I can say. Even Jamie Reeves there, a former world's strongest man, next to Baskin, must be amazed at how he's hanging on by his fingertips. Oh, he's gone. That was unbelievable. And Fekete, totally perplexed. Well, almost all the blood has drained away from Whit Baskin's head. He's probably feeling a little bit faint, but he'll be back soon. That was unbelievable. Whit Baskin with a most incredible time. That is the most impressive performance we've had in World's Strongest Man this year, and one of the best I've ever seen.
I was just thinking about the pain the whole time, how bad it hurts, just almost unbearable. I felt my grip started to go early on. To be honest with you, once I hit about 30, I thought I was fixing to go. And just keep on pushing it.
I thought when he put it down, you were going to put it down.
No, I couldn't do that. I need to spread out the points between me and Laszlo, so hopefully some people will beat him and let it down a little before my time.
Well, that's just what happened. But even if you don't like strongmen comp...
Right next to him is Whit Baskin in lane 2, then Fekete, and then Bergmanis. Hoffman, well, he's way off the pace as the German, as unfortunately is Bill Piddock. But Barend Veneberg spins that 300-kilogram tyre the fastest, being chased by Bergmanis. And Bergmanis could be running into a place in the final at the moment. He's way ahead of Fekete and Baskin. I just wonder how much that deadlift hold took out of Whit Baskin. He's just dropped the 100-kilogram cannonball. That 100-kilogram Maltese cross going on top of the box. Bergmanis is oh, he's fallen. And that means that Barend Veneberg comes through. He's through to the final, but who's got second place? Bergmanis and Veneberg go back for the chain. Whit Baskin having all sorts of problems. Fekete now, the anchor, he's got to go back for the chain. But Whit Baskin, well, he's still got a chance of going through to the final, but he's absolutely wrecked. Veneberg has done it. He's won the final heat. Fekete struggling with that chain. Andreas Hoffman's going back. Bergmanis is still going to have to wait and see whether he's done enough. Fekete has to beat Baskin by 2 places. Baskin's coming through now, and if Hoffman beats him, the American's out of the final. Oh, Hoffman just stops there. He's done it. Whit Baskin, having led over the first couple of the events, has really lost it over the last 3 meters of the final event, the medley. I do not believe it. What a finish to our final heat. Veneberg is through, that's definite, and officially Fekete has made it, and one of the favourites has gone out.
And so plain sailing